The 2021 NFL Draft has come and gone, and football fans in 31 non-Houston cities have a lot to look forward to this year. And after an exciting few days of NFL coverage, and after an exciting few weeks of talking heads shouting the same 5 opinions at us over and over, we here at Operation Sports have NFL rookies on the brain. So to celebrate the draft, we're going back through the annals of video game football history to bring you the top 5 rookies ever in Madden football games. Some caveats to this list. First, we're using cold hard overall rating for this one. These are the best first year players in Madden history sorted by the cold hard number of overall. However, we are using some personal judgment to break up the top 5, as we will explain along the way. Also, this was a very fun research project, and I think I have done my due diligence here, but it's highly possible that we missed a player or two along the way, sorting through every Madden game of all time. So if we did forget somebody, or if you just want to shout out your favorite Madden rookies, feel free to drop us a message in the comment section below, over at Operation Sports Forums, or on Twitter at Operation Sports. We are Operation Sports, I'm Matt Ederer, and these are the top 5 rookies in Madden history. At number 5, we have a 6-pack of names, all coming in at a whopping 85 overall. I guess technically I could have made this into a top 10 and broken all of these up, but hey, I'm trying to establish a top 5 brand here. But here are the 6 rookies tied for number 5 on our list, all rated at 85 overall. Kellen Winslow Jr., tight end, Cleveland, Madden 05. Sean Taylor, free safety, Washington, Madden 05. Adrian Peterson, halfback, Minnesota Vikings, Madden 08. Jake Long, left tackle, Miami Dolphins, Madden 09. Darren McFadden, halfback, Oakland Raiders, Madden 09. And Ndamukong Suh, D-tackle, Detroit Lions, Madden 2011. Let's briefly touch on each of them, shall we? Kellen Winslow Jr. was a beast as a young tight end on the PS2 Madden games, but he was out of the league by 2013 and was convicted of some serious and horrible crimes in 2019. He accepted a 14-year prison sentence for those crimes in March of 2021, and the less said about him, the better, probably. Sean Taylor was well on his way to a fabulous NFL career when he was tragically killed after being shot during a home invasion in 2007. Another absolute beast from the PS2 Madden era. Adrian Peterson, of course, went on to be one of the greatest running backs in the history of football. 3-time NFL rush yards leader, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2012 MVP, and holds the single-game rush yards record with 296. All-day Adrian Peterson came in at the tail end of the PS2 era, but if you're holding a Vince Young, or dare I say, Brett Favre version of a PS2 Madden, go fire that game up and trade for Adrian Peterson immediately. Jake Long was an underrated offensive lineman, a 4-time Pro Bowler who started every game of his rookie season. He ended up tearing his Achilles in 2016 and retiring from the league in 2017, but he had an underrated career and was productive both in real life and on Madden. Darren McFadden was a speedy, pass-catching running back who had an inconsistent NFL career after an excellent NCAA career. A 2-time Heisman Trophy finalist, McFadden only cracked 1,000 yards rushing in a season twice. This brings us to Ndamukong Suh, a former Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time First-Team All-Pro, who at this moment is a defending Super Bowl champion, along with ageless vampire Tom Brady. I also didn't realize it until this exact moment, but Ndamukong Suh is going to the Hall of Fame. Inarguably, that is a Hall of Fame resume. Good on you, Suh. That is a 6-pack of highly productive Madden rookies, although if I had to pick one, the temptation is maybe to say Adrian Peterson, but don't sleep on Sean Taylor, an absolute stud, laying huge hits and getting timely interceptions on your PlayStation 2. Number 4, Vernon Davis, tight end, San Francisco 49ers, Madden 07, 86 overall. This is our first judgment call on the list today. These next 2 players are both rated 86 overall, and both come from Madden 07, aka the one with Sean Alexander on the cover, arguably the GOAT Madden. You could really wreck those old Madden games with a dominant pass-catching tight end, and Vernon Davis was the prototype. A tight end with 92 speed and 92 acceleration, Davis could just dominate by running straight lines down the field. He didn't block worth a dang, but you didn't really need him to. If you wanted to be harsh to Vernon Davis the player, you could say that he didn't live up to expectations and could be looked at almost as a cautionary tale for the people who are currently overhyping Falcons tight end prospect Kyle Pitts. However, Vernon Davis was a two-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion, and he led the entire NFL in receiving touchdowns in 2009. Davis was very much a productive player. I think it's probably fair to say that he didn't live up to the expectations we had, but by no means was he a bad player. I think maybe our expectations were a little high. Number 3, Mario Williams, right end, Houston Texans, Madden 07, 86 overall. Perhaps the only thing more important on the older Madden games than a great pass-catching tight end was a great D-lineman. Sacks were a huge part of those PS2 Madden games, and you almost needed a dominant D-line just to keep up. Having an 86 overall rookie to build around was absolutely massive, and it wasn't hard to get Mario Williams up around a 95 or even a 99 after a few seasons of play on that game. In terms of his football resume, Mario Williams left NC State as the school's all-time sack leader, a record that was later broken by Bradley Chubb. Williams was a 4-time Pro Bowler in the NFL, racking up 399 tackles, 97.5 sacks, and of course, the 2006 number 1 overall draft slot along the way. Mario Williams probably isn't going to the Hall of Fame, but he was a productive and important NFL player in his day. Number 2, Reggie Bush, halfback, New Orleans Saints, Madden 07, 87 overall. So this is technically a judgment call. The next two players are both rated 87, but don't get it twisted. There is only one choice for the greatest rookie in Madden history, and it is not Reggie Bush. Much like the 2006 NFL Draft, Reggie Bush will have to settle for number 2 today. And that's fine, still pretty great. Reggie Bush was an absolute speed demon on Madden 07, but he did run into the typical rookie running back problems that plague first-year players on this game. Mainly, they can't break tackles, and they can't hold on to the football. As bad as Darren McFadden was in this regard, Madden 07 rookie Reggie Bush was the all-time fumbleitis injury guy. He would tantalize you with a huge gain, and then cough the ball up 2 of the next 3 rushes, and get injured for 6 weeks after taking a hit stick from your cousin Brad. Screw you, cousin Brad. And much like in Madden, Reggie Bush was a tantalizing NFL player who never quite put it all together. He was a first-team All-Pro in 2008, and he did crack 1,000 yards rushing twice. But Bush will be more remembered as one of the greatest college football players ever, and less remembered for his NFL hijinks, even though his college career has been stricken from the record officially. Number 1, Calvin Johnson, wide receiver, Detroit Lions, Madden 08, 87 overall. Even before I looked this all up, it was never in doubt for a second. I am very glad my research proved this to be correct, and I sincerely hope I didn't miss someone along the way. But even if I did, even if Madden had the gall to rate somebody above Megatron, it would not matter. This man is the greatest rookie in Madden history. An absolute Hoover vacuum who would run every route, catch every ball, and who would blossom to a 99 overall in your team in about 3 years, max, much like he did in real life. Calvin Johnson is maybe the single most talented receiver I have ever seen with my own 2 eyes. He waltzed into the Hall of Fame when he was eligible, and it remains absolutely criminal how Detroit wasted not only his career, but that of Barry Sanders as well. Calvin Johnson is, quite simply, one of the greatest and most exciting prospects we have ever seen in the sport of football, and he ended up having a legendary career. That's what it's all about. I feel both blessed to have seen it happen, and feel like I am old, ancient, and past my prime. That, of course, is the beauty of the NFL Draft. But what do you think that Trevor Lawrence should be rated? Or what about Kyle Pitts? Or any of the rookie receivers or running backs coming into the league? Or who are some of your favorite rookies that didn't quite hit the 85 overall cutoff, but were still great and productive on Madden games? Feel free to shout it out in the comment section below, over at the Operation Sports forums, or on Twitter at Operation Sports. That's going to do it for us today at Operation Sports. But if you liked me, well, my name is Matt Ederer, and you can hear more of me at Sunday Night's Main Event Radio, where I host the NXT Talk podcast every Wednesday morning with my good pal Boris Aguilar. We talk about NXT, we break down every match, and we pop and rant about things in the wrestling world. Also, keep it locked on SNME Radio, because we have some of the best interviews in the wrestling business. We talked to Chris Jericho and Drew McIntyre last week. And keep it locked here at Operation Sports for more on sports video gaming as we head into an exciting summer. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe out there.